Action figures in play!
Welcome to the newest edition of T&I News with your host, JC. Hey all you action figure enthusiasts out there, JC here, and welcome to a Monday edition of T&I News. Now we've got a lot of news to cover today, so hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and let's just jump right into it. Okay, so let's start off with some news on the Marvel front. So first of all, just today we got a new trailer for the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. So this will be opening in theaters on July 26th. Now we've gotten glimpses of Hugh Jackman in his new Wolverine costume, but this trailer gives us our best look at that. Of course, Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds as well. It definitely seems to me like variants are running wild throughout this movie. You can see in this one image from the trailer, it looks like a dead giant man carcass has been turned into the bad guy's headquarters. I'm not sure who the main bad guy in this movie is supposed to be, but you can also see some of the folks standing outside. The one I could make out was Lady Deathstrike with her claws. I'm not sure of the others, but I'm guessing there's probably some familiar faces there. But again, new Deadpool and Wolverine trailer. If you haven't checked that out, I'll put a link to that in the video description below. Now, for those of you wondering, now that we've got a new trailer, are we going to see new Marvel Legend figures? Well, not right now, according to Dan Young. Now, even though it's not Marvel Legend, we do actually have some new Wolverine and Deadpool product reveals. These come from Funko Pop figures. So Deadpool and Wolverine himself. Those are the first products to be revealed. So those are $11.99 each, and they are available for pre-order now at places like our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. And again, no Marvel Legends today. I'm not even sure if it'll be this week, but likely we will at least get our first looks at Deadpool and Wolverine for the Marvel Legend movie line in the fairly near future, I would say. However, for you Marvel Legend fans, we do have not one, but likely two pre-orders going up this week. So as I previously told you guys, the Iron Fist and Luke Cage 2-pack that they showed off last week during their live stream for the Marvel 85th anniversary line, that will be going up for pre-order tomorrow, which is April 23rd at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. It will be available at places like our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. I believe Amazon will have it as well. So again, if you want to get your hands on that one, it's going up for pre-order tomorrow. And then Danyon had suggested, he wasn't 100% sure, but he thought that the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Retro Cardback Carnage Target store exclusive would also be going up for pre-order this week. He did not give a specific date. And again, he was a little unsure, probably didn't know if Target was 100% going to go up forward with it for pre-order, but likely sometime this week it will be going up. If or when we get more details on that, we'll have it up on Marvelous News, and I'm sure I'll be talking about it again in a future video. But definitely that Luke Cage and Iron Fist 2-pack, if that's one that you want to add to your collection, look for it tomorrow. And then Deadpool and Wolverine wasn't the only one to recently get a new trailer. So late last week, we saw the trailer from Paramount Pictures for the new Transformers 1 animated movie, which is going to star Chris Hemsworth as Orion Pax, a young Optimus Prime before he becomes actual Optimus Prime. So this movie is going to be opening in theaters in September 20th. It is, again, an animated movie, CGI type animation. It's an origin type story for the Transformers. Also has very much that kind of buddy cop vibe between Megatron and Optimus Prime. So definitely seems more geared for the kids, but hopefully the adults will enjoy it as well. Now, besides the trailer last week, we also got our first pre-order from Hasbro for this movie. It is the Transformers Studio Series Deluxe Class Optimus Prime. So even though at least he starts out in the movie as Orion Pax, at some point, probably by the end, he becomes Optimus Prime. And we're getting our first toy based on Optimus Prime. In more of a Cybertronian type mode, he does come with an energy axe. The cost of this figure is $24.99. And this figure is supposed to be released in August. So you can pre-order it now at places like our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, and Amazon, last time I checked, had it as well. Now, besides that, the Studio Series is more for the adult collector, but Hasbro, of course, will also be doing product made more for the kids. Mainline products. So we've got a glimpse at some of those products as well. You can see in these images Orion Pax / Optimus Prime, along with Alpha Trion figure. In the background, you can see a larger version of Optimus Prime and some type of Bumblebee mask as well. So with the new Transformer 1 packaging. So again, these are more mainline items for the younger kids. I don't have any kind of release date on these or when they'll go up for pre-order, but it should be no surprise, being that it definitely feels like Hasbro is hoping this movie entices younger audiences to it, that they wouldn't be doing products specifically for those younger audiences. And then the final bit of news on Transformers I wanted to share with you are these new official images for the upcoming MPM15 Brawl figure. So this is a movie-inspired figure for the Masterpiece line. No word yet on when this will be available for pre-order here in the United States, but I'm guessing very soon. And if you're into movie figures, this is one that you might want to check out. Goes from robot to tank. And like I say, if you're into movie figures, this is one that you're probably going to want to keep an eye out for. For you Star Wars fans, so those 2 Black Series sets that I talked about last week that are being released as Target Store exclusives are now available for pre-order on the Target Store website. So this includes that droid set with the R5-D4, the BD-72, and the 2 pit droids, which is going to cost you $49.99. Those are based on their appearances from the Mandalorian series. And then the second item was the Mandalorian Privateer figure. So again, that one is available for pre-order for $24.99. And both figures are supposed to be released in July. And then also here's some official images for the Black Series Ki-Adi-Mundi figure from the prequel series. So Hasbro announced this one sometime back, and it's not yet gone up for pre-order at places like our sponsor Big Bad Toy Store or Entertainment Earth. I'm seeing some overseas retailers start to offer this figure. I've even seen some in-hand images, so it may even be starting to see release overseas. No word yet exactly on when it's going to go up for pre-order here at places like Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. I suspect it will be soon, and I'm guessing it will have a very small pre-order window. So probably be one of those items that goes up and then is shortly released right after. And it might even start hitting physical stores in the fairly near future as well. So if you're into Jedi, this is one that you'll probably want to keep an eye out for. And speaking of the prequels, if you're wanting to get your hands on the SH Figuarts Jar Jar Binks figure, which Tamashii Nations has previously released a couple of preview images of, and we got this newest one just released yesterday, they let us know that this figure will be going up for pre-order on April 26th. Now, going up for pre-order tomorrow for the Vintage Collection line, April 23rd, will be a new Cal Kestis figure and a Mando Judge figure. So these will be available at places like our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. And today we have these initial preview images for those 2 figures. And then from Hot Toys, we have not 1, not 2, but 3 new 1/6 scale Star Wars figures coming. So the first one is BT-1, Dr. Aphra's Astromech Torture Droid. So you can pre-order this one at places like our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store. The cost is about $235. It's supposed to be released in March 2025, so you've got a ways to go before it's actually released, just under a year. The figure itself is said to stand about 7.8 inches tall. You're going to get a flamethrower, a missile launcher, a pair of rocket launchers, and a detector. So if you're into Dr. Aphra and her droids, this is one that you might want to check out. And then the second figure to go up is from Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. It's a 1/6 scale Darth Revan figure. This one's going to cost you about $285 and it's supposed to be released in September of 2025. Again, this one is available for pre-order at our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store. Now with this figure, you're going to get multiple pairs of hands. You're also going to get 2 lightsaber hilts, and then you're going to get an LED lighted purple blade, an LED lighted red blade, and then also lightsaber blades in motion, so it looks like he's actually swinging the lightsaber. So, and you also get a soft goods cape with wire in it. And then the third figure from Force Unleashed is Darth Vader's apprentice, Lord Starkiller. So this one, like with the Revan, comes with a pair of lightsabers. You get 2 red blades. You get the light up LED blades that when you plug into the base, again, they light up. You also get the moving blades with this one. You get multiple pairs of hands with the claws, highly detailed with the helmet. So as I'm filming this one is not yet gone up for pre-order or sponsor Big Bad Toy Store. The other 2 are up there, but as I'm filming this one has not. So I don't have any pricing or release date on this one, but it should be going up for pre-order soon. And then in other Hasbro news, it was put out in a press release today by Hasbro that they have entered into a strategic relationship with Playmates Toys to produce and distribute Power Ranger products. So Hasbro, who owns the Power Rangers license, is now licensed that out to Playmates Toys so that they can start producing their own Power Ranger products. I've talked about this before, how Hasbro has been more and more licensing the brands that they own out to other toy companies, and Power Rangers is one of those brands. We've seen other companies, Super 7, 3-0, and now Playmates Toys. With the Playmates Toys stuff, while the other company, Super 7 and 3-0, was doing more collector-oriented stuff, Playmates Toys is going to be doing more of the kid-friendly stuff. Now, why are they doing this with Power Rangers? I can't say for sure, but Hasbro has seemingly, stopped doing their own Power Ranger stuff, which says to me probably the sales were just not that great for them. So they're now allowing other companies to do it. So a trend that I think we're going to see more and more from Hasbro moving into the future, as again, and this only applies to the brands that they actually own. So this isn't like Star Wars or Marvel, which is owned by Disney, but things like GIJoe, Transformers, Power Rangers, where they actually own the brand, you're going to see them licensing it out to other companies more and more. Now with like GIJoe and Transformers, you likely will continue to see Hasbro produce their own stuff as well. But again, with Power Rangers, for whatever reason, Hasbro seems to have kind of just discontinued their own stuff and is now allowing more and more other companies to take over. So again, Playmates Toys is going to be doing Power Ranger products starting in 2025. We'll probably get our first look at these products at San Diego Comic-Con this coming summer. And when more details become available, I'll be sure to let you guys know. Now, speaking of Playmates Toys, here are also official images for their 40th anniversary Voltron Classic Lion figures. So I've talked about these before. These are available on the Target website now. So if you want to add these to your collection, that's the best place to check, at least for the moment. They're not Target store exclusives, but again, Target is the first place to be offering these. And I believe these have started to show up at physical stores as well. So the yellow, blue, red, and green lions are $19.99 each, and then the black lion is $29.99, and then of course they combine into Voltron. And there's supposed to be a box set that has all of the lions together, which I want to say is going to cost around $100, but right now the individual lions are available on Target's website. And then jumping back to Power Rangers, if you missed out on that Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Power Morpher prop replica that Hasbro did, originally released as a Walmart exclusive, it is now available for pre-order outside of Walmart. You can get it at places like our sponsor Entertainment Earth, and the cost is $69.99, and this is supposed to be released in August. So again, this was originally released as a Walmart exclusive, but now you can get it at other places like Entertainment Earth. Super 7 fans, we have a look at what appears to be the 2024 Super 7 San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. So these images leaked out last week from an overseas retailer, Canadian retailer eCollectibles. I'm not sure why they had these images or why they put these figures up months before San Diego Comic-Con. So these have not been officially confirmed by Super 7, and it is possible that there could be changes before we see the final product. I really don't know. But it does look like, as far as what they're going to be offering as exclusives, all Ultimate figures, though they may have additional stuff besides these items. But what we're seeing are all Ultimate figures, and they're essentially variant type figures of ones that we've already gotten. So for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, we've got Michelangelo in his chef get up. For GIJoe Ultimates, we have a variant of Zartan, Jungle Trap Zartan, with very episode specific accessories. I don't know if the figure will have color changeability like the regular version or what, but again, Zartan. For Dungeons and Dragons, their animated series new Ultimate line, these figures have not even yet been released, but this might be the first one that gets released. We've seen them do that before. But it is Sheila the Thief, and it's a clear translucent version to mimic her invisibility powers. And then finally for Thundercats, we've got Ghost Groon, so a translucent version of Groon. Now, some of you have pointed out that it looks like they used the wrong head sculpt on this Groon figure, one that has both of his teeth. He lost one of his teeth, and I believe there was a head sculpt of that with the regular version, which is what they should have made translucent. So I don't know if that's something that they'll fix before the final release or what, but again, Ghost Groon to go up against your Ghost Jaga figure, it looks like it's going to be this year's Thundercats exclusive. So as I say, these have not yet been officially confirmed, and it is very much possible that some of these could change a bit before the final releases. And when more details become available, I'll be sure to let you guys know. And real quick, here are official images for the 8th wave of GIJoe reaction figures. So this includes the Sabretooth, Red Jackal, and Snow Serpent figures. So again, this is wave 8. These are not O-ring figures. These are just the regular reaction figures. We probably won't get our first look at Super 7's O-ring figures until San Diego Comic-Con. But this wave has been up for pre-order. You can get it at places like our sponsors Big Bad Toy Store. And like with previous reaction figures, the cost is $20 each. For you Star Trek fans, we've got another Hiya Toys 1/12 scale figure. So a 6-inch figure from the 2009 Star Trek movie. Last week we saw Dr. McCoy. And then after that we got Mr. Spock. So the Mr. Spock definitely looks more accurate as far as the head sculpting goes than that Dr. McCoy figure, in my opinion. This figure is available for pre-order now. You can get it at places like our sponsors Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth, and the cost is $89.99. NECA's second week of the Target Haul-A-Thon kicked off last Friday, where we got more pre-orders on the Target website. So 2 new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle animated series items, the Rocksteady and Bebop reissue. Though this isn't just a straight up reissue, I'm told. I'm told there are some slight modifications to the original Rocksteady and Bebop that was released. So these are a little bit different, I believe. And then also Space Donatello and Samurai Michelangelo. So those animated series 2-packs are Target store exclusives. And again, they went up on Friday. Now, as I'm filming this, they have both sold out. If you really want to get your hands on these, you want to be online when they first go up, starting at 8 a.m. Central Time or 9 a.m. Eastern Time. And, they don't sell out instantly, so if you're online around that time, you should probably be able to pick them up. But again, they did sell out after an hour or so. Now, the other items that went up were a Hello Kitty 13-inch premium black and gold plush figure, a Muppets 11-inch baby animal plush figure, and then from their Gargoyles line, Detective Broadway Silver Falcon figure. So last time I checked, those were all still available for pre-order, and none of those are actual Target store exclusives. So those will eventually be available at other retailers. Now, we had one additional item that went up on the actual Haul-A-Thon website, the Ultimate Jigsaw Killer Red Robe figure. So I believe this went up on the Haul-A-Thon website. The Gargoyles figure did not, and I believe it's because NECA cannot sell gargoyle figures, I'm told, outside of the United States. So, and the Haul-A-Thon website is supposed to be for international buyers who don't have access to Target. So I believe that's why they put up that Jigsaw figure. That will be offered here in the United States. Probably will go up at a later time on the Target website. It's already been showing up at Target physical stores, so it will eventually be available other places, at Target. And again, it's not a Target exclusive, so it will also be available at other e-tailers at a later time. But it was up on the Haul-A-Thon website and not on Target.com this past Friday. Now, as I've talked about before, the way this works is starting on Friday mornings, and it'll be every Friday until May 10th. So we've still got several more weeks to go of this. But starting at 3 in the morning on Friday morning, Eastern time, that's when Target reveals what's going up on their website. So I get up at 3 to post about it. So I'm not saying you have to get up at 3, but you might want to get up before the actual pre-orders go live to see what's going to be available. And then again, at 8 a.m. Central Time or 9 a.m. Eastern Time is when things go live on Friday mornings. And at least in the past 2 weeks, if you happen to be online around that time, they're not selling out in seconds. You should be able to get what you want. But if you wait, later in the day, then at least like with the turtle stuff that's actual exclusive to Target, that stuff will probably be sold out. Even the non-Target exclusive turtle stuff has sold out, but the good news there is eventually that stuff will be available at other e-tailers. The animated series stuff is really the only actual Target exclusives that are going up during this event. But if you want to get your hands on them, if you don't want to have to hunt around at physical stores, then the best thing to do is just be up at 9 a.m. Eastern time that Friday morning to get what you want. So like I said, at least for the first 2 weeks, things have not sold out instantly. They did sell out as the day went on, but if you were up around the time online ready to make your purchase, you should have been able to get what you want. For you Masters of the Universe fans, we've got official images for the Vypor figure for the Origins line. Now, this was one that was announced when Mattel did their big announcement a few weeks ago, but it did not go up for pre-order at places like Big Bad Toy Store or Entertainment Earth or pretty much anywhere. So Amazon has this figure now listed, but it's not currently available for purchase. That's where these images come from. So it looks like Amazon might be getting first dibs on this figure. Eventually it should be available elsewhere, but Amazon is the place to keep an eye out for if you want it right away. As I said, it is currently not listed for purchase, but my guess is it will be very soon. For you wrestling fans, we've got some new digital renders for Jazwares AEW Unrivaled Series 15 figures, which are available for pre-order now at Ringside Collectibles. They may be the only online retailer that are offering these AEW figures. Seems like most other e-tailers have kind of stopped carrying this line. You'll probably find these at physical stores as well. So this series is going to include MJF, Daniel Garcia, Sarah Ya, I guess is how you say her name, Ethan Page, Samoa Joe, Chris Jericho. MJF will have a variant, which is 1 of 5,000, and Ethan Page will also have a variant or chase, which is 1 of 3,000. So again, these are available now at Ringside Collectibles. And then also exclusive to Ringside Collectibles is a new Jeff Jarrett Double J figure. So this exclusive is going to cost $34.99. And again, it is available for pre-order now. Okay, let's finish things off with some news from McFarlane Toys. So since I last talked to you guys, we've had several new Movie Maniac figures go up for pre-order. So the last figure I told you about was the dude from The Big Lebowski. The other two figures in that wave, which are now also available for pre-order, you can get these at places like Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. We've got David Wooderson from Dazed and Confused, and then the 40-year-old virgin Andy Stitzer figure. So again, both of those along with the dude are now available for pre-order. These are 6-inch figures with minimal articulation. And then for this week, we've got several new pre-orders. So we've got a new DC Multiverse 2-pack that will be going up for pre-order on April 23rd at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. This will be available at places like Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. This is one that we've seen rumors for. It is the Joker and Punchline. So again, it's a new 2-pack going up for pre-order starting on April 23rd. For you Spawn fans, we've got a new Phygital figure. So this is a physical figure with a digital component to it. This is, pretty much a static type figure. They had shown this off at WonderCon, though they had indicated it was going to be articulated at WonderCon. You can see here it's not really. This one's going to be going up for pre-order on April 25th. And then finally, we've got a new Superman 1/6 scale statue based on Jim Lee art. And that'll be going up for pre-order on April 26th. All these pre-orders this week will be available again at places like Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. Amazon should have these as well. Okay, so that's it for today. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything I talk about down in the comments section below. Like this video if you're so inclined. It does help with the algorithm. If you're new to the channel, again, please think about subscribing and hitting that bell notification. That way you're alerted every time I upload a new video. If you want to further support the channel, you can think about becoming an action figure enthusiast channel member. And there's a link with details on how you can do that in the video description below. As always, guys, stay safe out there. And until next time, I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching today's video. Now, if you're new to the channel, please think about hitting that subscribe button. Also hit the bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. For all the latest action figure news, be sure to head over to toynewseye.com, marvelousnews.com, JediInsider.com, and tformers.com. And remember, action figures are great,